Hello, hello, hello. It's Dr. Yuli. The doctor is in. How is everyone today? Happy Independence Day, happy 4th of July, however you choose to say it. It is upon us. 2009. It's just going by. What happened to June? I'm really still trying to find out what happened to June. It just whisked on by. But that's not what I want to talk about today. I will say though, I hope you guys are having wonderful festivities with friends and family, barbecues and fireworks and pool parties, beach parties, whatever, and all that good stuff. So yes, happy Independence Day to you all. But what I wanted to talk about today is something. I've been thinking about this for a little while, and I know it's been a while since I've done a little post, but I wanted to say something I wanted to speak about something that's been on my mind for the past few days or so, and it has to do with childhood ambitions. Now, I know that I'm not the only one that has, several childhood ambitions that you wanted to sort of check off in your adulthood. You let them sort of latch on to your being, and they became goals. They ended up becoming goals that you wanted to achieve in your adulthood. And it's interesting to me because, I had sort of a nostalgic experience in the past week or so where I touched base with what was my real sort of childhood ambition, the thing that sort of really set me on the path towards where I have ended up at this point as a performer, as a musician, and all that good stuff. And it has to go all the way back to the early 80s, a television show called Fame. Yes, I know you guys remember Fame. I want to live forever. I want to learn how to fly. You remember now? With Debbie Allen in the opening credits, she was like, You got big dreams. You want fame? Well, fame costs. And right here is where you start paying in sweat. Yes, exactly. You know what I'm talking about now. So there was the film, 1980, with Irene Cara and all those children. And then it spawned a very successful television series, ran for about 6 years, 6 seasons at least. And I was a big follower of that show. And I used to watch it when I used to watch it as a kid. I used to want to be one of those kids. I was like, I want to go to a school like that. I want to have those kinds of experiences. And actually, the person that I emulated the most, the person I really identified with, I guess is a better word, the most, is Leroy, the dancer, played by Gene Anthony Ray Darling. Yeah, I saw him. He was in the movie, and he ended up being on the show as a series regular throughout its entire run, and he also did some other things later on in his career before his untimely death in 2003, prematurely I might add. But I would see him on TV. I would see him on the small screen in my home as a little boy, and I would just be like, I want that. That's what I want to be. I want to be able to move like him, to just have the presence that he has. I think I've always wanted to be a dancer. And I started to think, there were other little moments as I was growing up, like shows that I would see, and it wasn't necessarily the singing or the acting, but it was the dancing, it was the movement, it was the stage deportment that I found the most appealing. The way they would gesture, with their hands, and the way their bodies would flow across the proscenium. And I just sort of had this re-epiphany over the past week or so that I've always had this dream of being a dancer. And it's funny to me how I used to suppress my my innate skill for doing it. I've always been a dancer as far as my mom could tell me. She said I used to break dance with my cousin when I was 2 or 3 years old. I used to get out there and get the cardboard, and I would try to imitate his moves. It's like I would do it, and I have vague memories of that, but I can't say I used to break dance when I was a kid. I can't say that with confidence, but I can say that I used to watch shows like Fame and Kids Incorporated and the Mickey Mouse Club and things like that, and I would see the way they would put together those routines, and I would be like, that is so cool to me. I want to be one of those kids that's doing the poses and the body movement, and they just have so much fun. Look like they're having so much fun. So I don't know, it just feels like it's almost like a missed opportunity for me. And I'm just curious, as I was reminiscing about that, my sort of ambition to be a dancer, what are some of the childhood ambitions that some of you all may have had? Because I know I'm not the only one. You see something as a kid, and you're like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to be. And it may not always manifest itself like that. Not everyone is so fortunate to derive or to pull their lives toward the direction to where they want to be, from a dream or from a whim that they have as a child. Does that make sense? So, for me, it never panned out that way. It's like I was never able to take ballet classes or dance classes or, jazz classes or anything like that. But I did end up in the performing arts in some way. And I'm I feel very blessed and fortunate to be doing what I do. But there is still that little kid inside of me that wants to jump and leap and, be free with movement, like Leroy from Fame. So I thought I would put that out there and just see what y'all thought, So get in touch with the doctor. Let me know. You're like, what were some of your childhood ambitions? Did you see someone on TV and be like, I want to sing like that, or I want to move like that, or I want to be able to write a book like this, something like that. Or I want to be able to draw like that. There's tons of different angles and avenues this could go down. So let me know. Just thought I would put that out there. And once again, hope you guys are having a wonderful Independence Day. And I will talk to you soon. Take care. Much love to you all. Peace.